What time is it? It's collab time with Life with Christine. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down and comment down below. So our collab is using this cake palette, and it was a bingo where I picked 4 shades for her and she picked 4 shades for me at random. And these are the 4 shades that I got. Holy shit, this is a crazy freaking color story, right? I got the red velvet, the icy mint, banana, and lavender. So yeah, I am a little bit nervous about this eye look because it's wild. Now we are able to pull in 1 more shade if we feel like it. All right, so I'm just gonna go into red velvet. I'm just gonna go into red velvet. I don't know what else to say. This color story is wild, and that is an issue when you that is what makes doing a palette bingo with such a colorful palette a little bit intimidating. I will tell you guys, this palette is an older palette in my collection, and I am noticing that it's going off, and that's a shame because it's like one of my favorite palettes. I do have a pan in the red velvet, and I'm close to pan and a few other shades. The mattes aren't too terrible, really, to be honest. It's the shimmers, and I've kind of started noticing that with Glamlite in general, at least their older palettes, is that they seem to dry out, kind of like a Super Shock does. It dries out. And yeah, I don't know if their newer stuff is like that or if it's just their older stuff, but nonetheless, I still love this palette. Yeah. Life with Christine is awesome. I really enjoy her content. I'm going into Icy Mint. I think that you will too if you haven't already been over there, which I'm hoping you have. But if not, you definitely need to go check her out. And of course, you're going to want to go see what the bingo gods picked for her eye look, and if it's going to be completely different or if we got similar things. You know, you're going to want to see what look she creates. So I think she does wonderful creative makeup, and I love watching her shopping hauls and cooking videos. Yeah, so just make sure to go check her out. And Christine, thank you for inviting me to this collab. I'm excited, even with this super wild color story. If you hear my kids rooting around and their stuff, I'm sorry. Not much I can do because I'm not going to tell them to be quiet. Alright, I'm going back into that red velvet. These 2 shadows together should, in theory, create like a purple, you know, red and blue, but it sort of is, but not like crazy. I think that the tones that they are kind of makes it more challenging. Yeah, my son's making a corn dog. I'm gonna go ahead and pat more of this blue on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. I think I'm going to go into that lavender shade, which is a purple. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with a yellow. That I'm going to use a brush. Like I said, these shadows are getting old. The shimmers are just drying out, and it's becoming harder to use them. What I'm gonna do with a yellow. A blue. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the yellow. I wonder if I spray it, if that'll help, since they are kind of, you know, dried out and whatnot. I love this palette so much that, like, in my mind, I'm like, should I buy a new one and replace it? Or is this palette just seeing its end of days? If you watched my, if I could only keep 10 palettes, this palette was in that. And that was a collab with Andy Does Stuff. But would I really need to replace this? That just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna keep using it, and once it's dead, it's dead. Ugh, I don't know. It's giving me anxiety just thinking about it, but I can definitely tell. All right. This is a pretty interesting look, I think. But now I still have that goldy yellow shimmer. I can't add another color because that was discussed. I'm gonna take the red velvet. If you hear my kids, I'm sorry. I've considered adding another shade, but I don't know what shade I would add, and I don't think even if I added a shade, if it would, like, I don't know, make things go together more. I don't know, you guys. So how have you guys been? I think I've already asked you that, but make sure you let me know down in the description box. Description box, comment box, not description box. Yeah, you know what I think I'm gonna do, this could be a bad idea, I don't know, I'm gonna add the peach shade down here on my bottom lash line, because blue and orange are contrasting colors basically, and they look really good together. And I think maybe I could put the banana shade on top of it. But this peach shade is a peach. It's not like super orange in my opinion. Yeah. I should have maybe gone with the Dulce de Luce, or I can't say it, the caramel shade. But it's not super orange either. I'm gonna take banana, and it's like my least used shade in that palette, which I think is interesting. When I'm looking at it, that is the least used. So I'm taking that banana shade and I'm placing it on top of the peach shade, which is the shade that I added in to this look, because we agreed to allow one add-in. And that yellow is doing what I kind of wanted it to do, which is make that a little bit more orange. Definitely gonna have to clean up. There was some fallout. That's another thing. And I'm using too thick of a brush, so I'm gonna have to clean up, you know, the mess. But I'm also noticing more fallout and more glitter bukkake from the shades because they're getting old. Okay, So it's kind of wild. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We'll see. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and then I will come back and we'll wrap up. I'll give you an up close look, see, and do the closing statement. Please don't go anywhere. Okay. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it actually turned out fairly good, I think, for the wild colors. I was super nervous about it, but you guys, I think it turned out okay. What do you think? Let me know. You can be honest. Yeah, so thank you, Christine. Everybody, you're gonna want to go see her look. She's really good at using colors, and I think that her look is going to be amazing. I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Thank you so much for inviting me to this collab. Her link is down below if I haven't already said that. I'm like all over the place because I'm like, my mind is elsewhere right now. But guess what, you guys? I've said it before, this is one of my favorite palettes, and you know, I've told you I'm really close to pan in several of the shades, and I have that one pan in here, which is the Red Velvet shade that I got drawn today. But I hit a pan in that lavender shade. Can you see it? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I know that I'm close in several of the shades, but I didn't know that I was that close to hitting pan in that shade. But I did it, and it was an accident. So yeah, I really just need to use the shit out of this palette because, like I said, it's going bad, and I love it. I love it a lot. And I think that shows and reflects because I have a shit ton of palettes. So anyways, I'm just gonna go. I know I wasn't like super chatty or anything in this video. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I filmed a chatty video. They will be happening more and more once I get over to Swing Shift, you guys, which is by the time this video posts, I will be on Swing Shift. So yay. I prefer day, but it does give me the ability to be more talkative and film more videos for you that are more chatty. So yes, anyways, make sure to go check her out. Make sure to show her love. Give her some likes, comments, yada yada. I think she does amazing colorful makeup, and like I said, I like watching her grocery hauls. But yeah, okay, thank you. Bye.